how you find maxes and mins. And now what we're going to do is we're going to finish up this lesson with the average rate of change. And so if you look at what the average rate of change is, okay, the average rate of change between any 2 points on the graph of f is the slope of the line between those 2 points. So this is all you're doing when you're finding the average rate of change. You're finding the slope. It's it. You're finding the slope. And so this is something you've been doing, good grief, since middle school. And so here's the formula. And what this SEC stands for is that stands for the secant line. Okay? And if you look at here, they graphed the secant line between these 2 points. And so how we find the slope of that secant line is we just use the normal slope formula. So f of x2 minus f of x1 divided by x2 minus x1. So let's go ahead and look at this. It says find the average rate of change of f of x equals negative x cubed plus 3x on each interval. Okay, so first thing you need to find is you need to find f of negative 2. So that means you're going to take negative 2 and you're going to sub it in here for x. All right, so I've got the negative sign, and then I've got negative 2 cubed plus 3 times negative 2. So what does that come out to be? 2. Because I end up getting 8 plus negative 6, which is 2. Now what you need to do is you need to find f of negative 1. So I've got the negative of negative 1 cubed plus 3 times negative 1. So here I end up getting 1 plus negative 3, so you end up getting a negative 2. So now utilizing our formula, f of x2 minus f of x1. So in this case I'm going to take negative 2 minus 2. So I'm taking this minus this. See that? This minus this. I'm going to divide that by this number here minus this number here. See how that works? If you write it out that way, it's kind of easy to see the numbers you subtract. Okay, so this minus this over this minus this. So let's go ahead and calculate that real quick. Negative 2 minus 2 is what, folks? Negative 4 divided by, what's in the denominator? 1. So your answer is negative 4. So negative 4 is the average rate of change. It's also the slope of the secant line. Okay, let's look at this next one. First thing I'm going to do is find f of 0. So f of 0, if I plug it in, I'm going to get 0. I'm going to go ahead and write this out just so that things stay lined up. Now what am I going to find? F of 1. So f of 1 equals so what does that come out to be? 2. Okay. So now what I need to do, remember, I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to subtract this one. So I've got 2 minus 0 divided by 1 minus 0. Good. So your answer is 2. Questions? Okay. This one is pretty much the same problem, so I'd like you to do that right now, and we'll see how you do, and then we'll go on our homework. So find the average rate of change. F of x equals x cubed minus 2x squared minus 3x plus 2. You're looking on the interval 2 to 3. Was your answer positive or negative? Positive. Positive 6 is your answer. Okay, you should have gotten f of 2 to be negative 4. And you should have gotten f of 3 to be positive 2. Okay, so you should have gotten f of 2 to be negative 4, f of 3 to be positive 2. So you would have had 2 minus negative 4 over 3 minus 2. So you got an answer of 6. So anyway, here you go. You need to finish up your assignment, okay? 2 through 26 Stevens and 48.